Hi, welcome to Pardon My Frenchie. This is me, 143. If you don't have a friend, you have three now. You are on the couch with Rosie and Coco, and we have a caller on the line who has been a watcher for a long time. This is Patty. She has called in with one of her stories of one of her beloved pets that has passed away, and she wanted to share her story with us. And these stories are ones that I hope to do at least once a week, if not twice a week. These are ones that can really help people heal through their journeys through pet loss. And the more that we share, the more it can help people all over the United States. These are I've been doing pet loss groups for years and years and years, and all they do is they spread, great messages, and they just shares great stories of family and love and so forth. So let's welcome Patty. And Patty, tell us who you're going to talk to us about today.
I'm going to talk to you about my little dog, Peanut.
And what kind of dog was Peanut?
Peanut, it was a basset hound, a little girl basset hound.
Okay, and how did we come about Peanut?
Well, we had lost our boxer and a little terrier within a year of each other, and it took a while to get another dog. But we knew, I'm 75 years old and always had a dog, and so we went to the Humane Society, and I'm sorry, no wait, that's where we got Peanut. But we had finally got a basset hound after the two we had lost. When we got a basset hound, and it for about a year we had just the one dog. Well, life gets busy, and you find yourself away from the house here and there, and so we don't like leaving the dog home alone. So we always had two dogs. So this is how we went to the Humane Society, and we got our dog Jackie, a basset hound. Well, we went to the Humane Society and picked up Peanut. Who just happened to be a basset hound.
Now
puppy.
When you went
6 months old.
So she was. So did you go with the intention on finding a basset hound?
No, we went to the intention of giving a dog a home, that whatever kind of dog it was. I just knew I didn't want another big dog like a boxer.
Right.
But we just wanted to give a dog a good home, and there was a 6-month-old basset hound, and on the tag it said, not housebroken. It just would look so friendly, but it looked sad. Like it should not have been in the cage. And we went to pet it, and its eyes closed and like turned its head, like wasn't used to being petted and affectionate. And I said, no, this is the one that needs us just as much as we need her.
And so when you brought Peanut home, Peanut's home, was Jackie happy to have another friend in the house?
Oh, absolutely not. She was on the couch. She was a princess. And Jackie looked at us coming in with this little 6-month-old basset hound. Like, why did you bring a dog into this house?
Right.
Because she was very, very, that's how all our dogs are. They're very family members. And she was used to all the attention. But it did not take very long at all before the two were very good friends playing with toys. And I'm sure Jackie, maybe never would admit it, but loved the company from then on.
Oh, I bet. So how long did they live together as siblings?
Well, it was several years. I think at least 6 years, 7 years, and then we lost Jackie.
Okay.
And then we about 6 or 7 years they lived together.
Okay. And So tell me about the journey with Peanuts. So tell us about our Peanuts. What was her story with how her life was?
She just was a very good dog. In fact, I probably, like I said, my age, but I probably had like 7 dogs all my life, throughout my life, and we were very lucky. They usually lived the 10 years, or even we had one that lived 17 years, and very, very lucky. And Peanut was doing very, very well. She just was the best dog. Basset hounds they like to stay by you. We do have a fenced in yard still, and she just enjoyed life. She liked to go in the car. She just was like the perfect dog. Didn't try to run away. Didn't overly bark. Just the perfect little dog.
Now, did she?
And then
go ahead. No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say, and then unfortunately, took her to the vet every year, of course, for shots, and oh, perfect, everything's fine. And then she had a tumor that they said was inoperable, and I think Jackie was going to be 9 or 10 years old, which really kind of bothered me because Basset Hounds usually do live an average of 15 years.
Right.
And I was not ready to say goodbye to that dog. And but she had an inoperable tumor, and we just made her comfortable. And but it was tough. It was tough.
Now, where was her tumor located at?
It was in her stomach. They just said that they could not. We sought several opinions, and it just they just said could not, and it was getting bigger, and we could tell she was starting to, be sick. She was just starting to be sick. It didn't seem like she was in a lot of pain, but the vet gave us they knew it was going to be very, very soon. So.
And how old was she when you lost her?
About 9 years old. 9 years old. You feel so helpless.
You do. You do.
But very, very helpless. That's the hardest part. That's the hardest part.
And I think that's the thing. And I always feel that it's things like that. It's, life seems to be going fine and we have our busy lives, and then all of a sudden things like that just come out of the woodwork, and or feels like that anyways. And we go to work, and we raise our families, and we go, and then all of a sudden, a vet visit can pull the rug out from underneath you.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
Then, and then they, they'll come in the room and tell you something like that, and you're like, well, where in the hell did that come from? And then you start questioning things. Well, did I miss it? And how did I miss it? Or did I do something wrong? Was it something I fed them? Was it, you have all these questioning things. And
it's like you said, the yearly visits, and she's fine, and always just left with her regular shots, and everything was just beautiful with her. And she was like the perfect dog, and didn't deserve her beginning, because I don't know what happened, for her first 6 months. I don't think she had a very good life, or I don't think somebody would have, put her in the, given her up like that, because she was so good. And, you get busy with life, and you're very, very sad, but it does get easier, I should say.
Right.
And the memories, instead of tears, they do turn to smiles, because every time, even now, and it's been many years since we lost Peanut, that you think of her only with a smile. You don't remember the last, 2 months of her life, and just very smiles. She was perfect.
Absolutely. And I'm sure, she was probably good with your grandkids and probably good with your kids. And
oh, yeah, right. Exactly. No, never a problem. Never a problem.
Now, did you always have dogs, or did you ever have any other animals growing up?
No, well, we had birds growing up.
Okay.
And then, but we always had dogs when we were raising children, when I was married and raising children.
Okay.
We had birds.
Now, what kind of birds did you have?
We had parakeets when I was growing up. Parakeets, you could get a cage and a parakeet, and the food and the bedding and everything else for like $5. That included the bird. And times have sure changed now, but a couple of maybe about a year ago, my husband and I we're retired now.
Yeah.
We thought, wasn't that fun having a parakeet?
Sure.
We stay at home pretty much, and I do have somebody that if we were going to go on a mini vacation or something, I have somebody that would watch the birds. And so we got a couple of birds, and I'll tell you, just the grandchildren enjoyed them. They flew to you. We let them fly every day. They had just one. They'd go from one window to the other window and back in their cage. But we lost one of them, and I'll tell you, it hurts. It just, and if somebody would say it's just a bird,
right?
No, it's not just a bird. They were also family members, and In fact, when we just lost the one, and we replaced it because I don't like leaving an animal. I think one bird in a cage is very sad. So now we've got a new bird, and we're trying to work with her. And
now, the bird that you lost? What was your bird's name?
The bird's name was Mario.
Okay.
Now, originally, the bird's name was Violet, but Violet turned out to be a little boy. When they get blue on their beak, the top of their nose, turned out to be a little boy. So I changed the name right away to Mario.
Okay.
And then, of course, the other bird is Luigi.
Aww.
So we still have Luigi, and now we have a new bird, Sky. But I'll tell you what, Mario, it still hurts because it's been too soon.
Right.
Too soon.
Well, make sure you send pictures of Mario so that we can put him on the end of the video too, because
I will.
It's interesting because over the years when I had meetings as well, we always had, our regular like dog and cat people that would come, but then we would have people that would come, and you'd have bunny people. We had a naked rat person. Their naked rat would show up. Like their naked rat died. I had a squirrel person. You'd be amazed at the different animals that people lost that would show up, and just animals you would just never expect. And like I said, everybody's got something that they love, and but it's interesting to hear the stories, and you do, like I said, you do grow an attachment, and especially if, like you said, you have you train them, or they fly in the house, and you grow this connection. I took, Coco. It was actually kind of sad. I took Coco and Rosie to get groomed today, and they normally take them one at a time, and I hand them off or switch them off. And I thought two people were going to groom them. Well, it wasn't that way. They ended up taking one and then putting, I guess, they put Coco on a cage, which I was not aware of. Well, evidently Coco probably thought she was being put up for adoption again because she like wigged out. And then, so when I picked her up, she poor little thing was a mess. So like I had to, like just give her extra treats and so forth. And I was like, oh no, poor, you just, again, when these poor dogs come from a shelter, you just never know what the poor things have been through. And just like you said with Peanut, you don't know what that poor, little dog went through, before she came into your house, but you know that you gave her 9 years of love, and same thing with, Lola came from, wherever she came from. And, all we can say is that we give them, as much love, and, even up until the very end. And, so that's
absolutely.
But like you said, it's, it does, with time, it gets easy, or it gets easier.
Easier. That's the word, easier.
It's easier. It gets easier. And then you get to look back on the memories and think of, all the goofy things. And I still look, back on, goofy things with some of my dogs, and, some of the, just crazy things that they've done, and, think, wow. And I know one day I'll look on, the goofy things that, Coco does goofy things all the time. Just, I hate to say it, probably because half the time, because she's deaf, and I sneak up on her and startle her. But she's just, she's so darn good. She's such a good dog. And then Rosie just gets into trouble half the time, which is what she's doing now. But yeah, so, I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story. And like I said, it just helps people, it helps people on their, their journey, and people love hearing stories on, just, they love hearing stories about, other people's, lives, and their, their journeys with their dogs. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful bond. It's a great thing. And I hope more people, take advantage of, calling in and telling us their story. I know there's quite a few people that subscribe, and I'd love to hear from them, and, just contact me, comment below, and, I'll get in contact with you if you'd like to, come in and, tell us your story. And, I hope you like the new setup. We've got Rosie's picture up and now Coco's picture up. And so we've got, good things, coming up here. And so a lot of good shows coming up. So I hope you enjoy them. And until next time, if you don't have a friend, you've got one now. We've got 4 now, including Patty. So, isn't that right, Patty?
Absolutely. Right.
Absolutely. So hit that like and subscribe button. Tell all your friends about us. And till next week, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
眨一眨眼，个星星许个愿，一颗两颗都来帮我实现，未来每天都可以笑得甜，撒娇可以变得少一